And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Richard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Running inside, it's Richard. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You see all this movement in football now. All the step in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll knock him down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh.
Early in the game, I love giving my quarterback an easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. The run inside. It's Martin putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Hoosiers are marching down the field. To the air, it's Hoover. He's going to take off. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
How good has this defense been coming in? They've had a plan for this receiver. He's one of the fastest guys in all of college football, but he has just not been able to get loose or make anything big happen down the field. That time on a drag route, they're hoping he can just catch it and maybe use his speed to get to the outside, but a phenomenal job tackling by this defense, limiting the damage and now setting up 4th down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Beebe. Picks up the first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Might have a chance. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive, doing a really good.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not
caught. They will score. Touchdown, Dogs. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The run inside. It's Beebe.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now he's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Richard. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open. Dump it to him. Let him do the rest. Let him get the first down.
Back to throw. It's Hoover. Got his man in the middle. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Richard. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Pushes ahead. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
There's some room. The 50. He's at the 30. Inside and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. 1 play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Beebe. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. They go right back to it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. To the air, it's Hoover. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldog. A pick six.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Running to maybe a crease. 30, at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Pocket breaking down. Rolling right and going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So that'll cost them a down, second and long after the illegal forward pass. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna let it fly. Makes a deep grab. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Frazier again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Delayed handoff. It's Frazier. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Throws to the wideout, and it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. Makes the grab in their space. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go right back to the run. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Upstairs he's got it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Georgia. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offense. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Now on the return. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds a man on the left. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10.
Blue, 22 guard. Blue, 22 guard. Go.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Unloads quickly. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's a gift to Frazier. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here's Nate Frazier. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll try the jet sweep, going for the 1st down. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. The offense cashing it in on that drive. He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense all set and ready to crank things up. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes the grab. It's Becker. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Chase to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Indiana! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away.
Go! Right on the end!
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the counter. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The run inside. It's Frazier. Maybe some room here. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his...
He got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this? These guys are going for 2. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Becker. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other.
But he's got room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
And back to the air on second down. That's caught. It's Preston. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. To the air. It's Hoover. Rushes on him. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Marsh. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lines.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Humphreys. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
He'll throw on third down. Escapes the pressure going right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Smothers. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Now on the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Complete left side, Coleman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give, running right, it's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll go right back to him. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. With the catch, it's Humphries. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll give to Frazier. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the punt high into the air. They'll field this one in tight quarters. As they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Smothers. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll pitch it. At the 30. Got a little grass. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. Great job by the back on the option.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a gain. Under the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And there he goes. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. One final play before the end of the quarter. Manning on play action. He'll take the deep shot. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. From the red zone, it's Smothers. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Off-play action. Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Handoff for Frazier. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll run it again. There's a little room there. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Off the RPO, complete.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Looking down the middle. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Arch is going to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Now here's Manning. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes it past the marker. All down at the 39-yard line. But he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. The screen, he can go. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third down, here's Frazier. Picks up the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been...
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action, here's Manning. He's going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield is Stockton. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Headed outside, it's Smothers. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Manning to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They go play action with Manning. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll give it to Brown. He's on his way. He's got to make it to the end zone. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Texas offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense...
Turning it on! Bulldozes his way through. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Could be an alley. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
That quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. At midfield, he's got room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football regardless of what the defense does and see if he can break another long run.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll try it over the left side. Breaks into the open. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads it left. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Going with the counter play here. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to bull his way in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here's the pressure. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And he muffs it. It's loose.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, tried to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And that might be the edge of his range, but he has just enough. And that's going to tie it up.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Manning with a play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And late games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game. They put the ball on the deck. The defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Simon. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To throw, Manning. He's got his man across the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Georgia sends out the punt team.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Manning, here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack. Forcing a difficult third down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball, they have the clock on their side, and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Going to the run, it's Smothers. Lowers those pads. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Arch to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. And they'll try to tack on 2. Manning on play action. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. All down at the 18-yard line, a solid return after that interception.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And they tried to run that sweep out right. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separate.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Play action, here's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Smashes ahead. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Now here's Manning. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Manning to the air again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got it beat down inbounds.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Arch Madness. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Bounced right back to them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to pass. Crosses the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking to throw at Stockton. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.